Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Quick Freeze's Game Room. Today I'm going to be doing something I haven't really done a lot of. I'm going to be doing a top 10 favorite video game weapons of all time. Now, before I start, this is my personal list. I know there's going to be like a lot of people out there going to be like, well, why didn't you add this weapon to that list? Why didn't you add that weapon to that list? Mainly because I either don't like the weapon or I simply just haven't played that game that weapon belongs to. So, again, this is my personal favorite list of the top video game weapons. So, here we go, and I hope you guys enjoy. There are two unique weapons in Duke Nukem 3D and Duke Nukem Forever. They are the Shrink Ray and the Freezer. But I'm putting the Freezer on this list simply because it freezes enemies, and that's cool. Now you're probably thinking, so what? Well, after you freeze your enemies, you can shatter them into pieces with a simple punch. Now in Duke Nukem Forever, only the Freezer can regenerate ammo, letting you not worry about finding more. This weapon is just really fun to use, and that's why I am including it on my list of top video game weapons. The Keyblade in the Kingdom Hearts series isn't just your typical sword. This magical weapon can open and close gateways to other worlds, can be customized by the use of keychains, changes the fighting style of the wielder, and do crazy amounts of damage when used right. Only a chosen few can carry or use the Keyblade, such as Sora, Roxas, Mickey, Ventus, Terra, and Aqua, and even fewer can master it. I'm putting the Keyblade on this list because of the customization of the weapon and the great history behind it. The 2x4 in the Splatterhouse series may seem simple. That's because it is. So what can you say about a piece of wood? Well, first off, when you pick up this weapon, it just feels right, especially when you're beating the living snot out of your enemies. Sure, the cleaver can slice off heads and limbs, but the thunking sound the 2x4 makes when you hit your enemy really adds to the weapon. So I'm including the 2x4 on this list because when I play Splatterhouse, I try to get the 2x4 as soon as possible because it is that damn good and fun beyond belief. When you hear, "Get over here!" you know exactly what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, and what happens when you get hit by it. Scorpion's Spear in Mortal Kombat is one of the most recognized weapons in video games. This spear quickly launches out of Scorpion's hands, much like Altair's blades in Assassin's Creed, traps your opponent in the air or standing, pulls them towards you, allowing you to dish out a wide range of combos afterward. This weapon is easy to use, and depending on if you are on the receiving end or not, it is both fun and annoying at the same time. From the darkest depths of the underworld come the Blades of Chaos, chains that reach out great distances permanently attached to the forearm of the wielder. Later these would be replaced with the Blades of Athena until they had transformed into the Blades of Exile. Whichever blades you're talking about, Kratos' weapon in the God of War series are brutally awesome to watch as they spin around tearing the flesh of monsters, and even fighters from other games, like Soul Calibur and Mortal Kombat. And Kratos doesn't just have one of these, but two, making this pair a deadly addition to my top video game weapons. Now, I know what you're going to say. Hey, the Ultraball's not a weapon.
If you're going to tell me that this small ball carrying an animal around with the power to burn down buildings, toss things around with psychic powers, or shoot lightning out of thin air isn't a weapon, then I don't know what is. There are many different types of Pokeballs out there. The normal red and white one, the Great Ball, the Net Ball, Master Ball, Dive Ball, and even the Heavy Ball, but my favorite is the Ultra Ball. Why? Why not the Master Ball, you say? Well, the Master Ball takes no skill to use because you'll catch a Pokemon every time. So I'm going with the Ultra Ball simply because it can catch legendary Pokemon, it looks cool, and in the end, it's the only Pokeball you're going to buy massive amounts of and you're going to use every single one of. The line gun is my favorite gun in Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2. It shoots a horizontal beam of energy, cutting down rocks and ore into smaller pieces. But you're not going to be doing that at all. You're going to be slicing the limbs, the heads, and other body parts off a Necromorphs. And once you upgrade, you'll be doing this in one shot. The line gun's secondary fire is a timed mine. When detonated, the mine explodes in a dazzling display of lasers, cutting anything nearby. I find this gun a lot better than the plasma cutter because it delivers a lot more damage, and that is why it is on my list of top video game weapons. Again, are these video game weapons? They sure are. Spider-Man's web shooters have many uses. Not only can he use them to travel around New York, he can use them as a zipline, pulling himself towards enemies, impact webbing, which delivers a great amount of damage, or he can entangle his opponent in a cone of webbing. I can spend hours and hours swinging around in any Spider-Man game, doing absolutely nothing and having a blast doing it. So Spider-Man's web shooters make this list because of the pure enjoyment of them, and because they are both offensive and defensive weapons. There's one mode in Halo I absolutely love, and that's Elite Slayer. Why? Because you start off with this weapon, the Needler. The Needler has been in every Halo game since the beginning, and in Halo 2, you could have dual-wielded these babies, but not anymore. This powerful mid-range weapon fires 19 pink missiles per round that track down enemies, killing them in a nice pink explosion. I never pass up this weapon in Halo, and combine this with the active camo in Halo Reach, and you could just sit there and wait to send a pink array of death to anyone. Plus the name of this weapon, the Needler, sounds like one of my favorite Batman villains. You can ask anyone, what is the best weapon in any Megaman game? Most likely, they're going to say Metal Man's Metal Blades from Mega Man 2. And I would have to agree. It is the best weapon in the entire Mega Man universe. Not only can you fire it in all 8 directions and fire rapidly, but you can use it with the tiniest bit of energy. You'll never run out. I always challenge Metal Man first just to get this weapon. It's so deadly, even Metal Man himself is weak against it. So I proudly say, Metal Man's Metal Blades are my favorite video game weapon of all time.
Okay, so there you have it. Those are my top 10 video game weapons of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to throw in a few staples in there and a few unique weapons like the Ultraball. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like, please comment below of your top 10 favorite video game weapons. Or make a video response if you like. I'm not encouraging it, but it would be cool. So, yeah, I'm just going to end right there saying I'm Quick Freeze from Quick Freeze's Game Room, and I'm here to bring gamers together, one game at a time.